I'm not gonna lie, it's feeling like a Cabal kind of day. I know, I always do the fucking same, like, thing, where it's the same species on the same planet that they're, like, you know, originating from. But it's just feeling like it. And I'll take that. I'll take the half credit for that one. Alright, hello everyone, it's Mr. Punkwist from Everyone Bound over here with another random roulette. We actually found a fucking match. Let's go. The streak continues for, you know, the countdown, or sorry, the countdown resets for, you know, how many days is it going to take for Gambit to be completely drained of its player base. But you know, it's not this video. We are here with the random roulette, not with the Qualnilus, which is what I'm using right now because I needed a primary. We're here with the Reclamation. Flub that one up massively. We're here with the Reclamation weapons from the little mini event that came out right at the beginning of this Ash and Iron like mini seasonal update thing, whatever this is, because obviously it's not like an episode. I don't know. Either way, yeah, we're here with that. We got this guy with some perks that I'm sure it has. Repulsor Brace, I think, is one of them. I really gotta start fucking actually reading the cards first. Whoa, hey bud. Thanks, man. That's why we'll be sticking to the fucking Quadnills for a lot of this. I've been so used to my setup. I've had the same setup probably 3 or 4 weeks into fucking Edge of Fate, and it's rough to try and find. It's rough to try and fucking not use that setup. Well, and of course I also have this guy, by the way. I forgot to mention it. Hopefully the card's already gone up, or maybe it hasn't. I don't know. But yeah, I forgot to mention I also have this guy. You know, the worst random roulettes are always the ones where I have a heavy that's not my usual Thunderlord, Hammerhead, you know, machine gun sort of focus, which I guess means we're in for a pretty good time. This Reclamation event kind of wasn't really an event. It was more of just kind of like a way to signal the beginning of a new like mini season. So it's not like I can really talk about like, oh, the event was pretty crazy, because you know the event was the seasonal game mode that is still in the game right now, and you know, was fun to grind when we still had the fucking Infinite Sword. This is unironically going to be some massive cope. And if you want to call me like a fucking salty stan, I guess, that's fine. Not saying like the term, saying like the word. I don't know. I think of a second name, please. It's a fucking bad time to be in this game right now. Jesus fucking Christ, man. I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but if you want to know what I want to say, please refer to any random roulette in the past 5 years. This is probably gonna sound like cope, but since there obviously isn't a, you know, an influx of people playing the game at this moment right now. The reclaim missions, I don't know what they're actually called, but the Plagueland playlist, the Plagueland like events or whatever, have honestly been pretty fun, because you know everyone playing the game right now is just fucking like gamer, I guess is a nice way to put it. So they're all using the fucking sword punch and shit. So like the missions, the matchmaking missions are being done in like fucking 15 minutes or like less, and it was fucking great. Yeah, obviously we fucking lost that game. That was Gambit. At least we got my dailies done, I guess, or one of my dailies. So let's see what we ended at. This might be the most modes I've lost in a game, potentially. Let's see. 17. I don't think that's even close to the most I've lost in a game, so we'll fucking take it. Okay, let's just fucking forget about everything and go into the next game. I might, unironically, this is gonna sound fucking insane, but the game, it might be too fucking rough right now to warrant using a heavy. I feel like I used it for the first game. Also, again, like I said, I don't know if the card popped up, but if it didn't at this point, Ambitious Bypass is the role I have. I might unironically switch to my Thunderlord. We'll see if we get into the same game. All right, I'm ready for more fun times in Gambit, like always. Emerald Coast, I'm gonna go with Fallen. Probably could have gone with Cabal. Guess again, since you know I kind of like to frequent this area, but I feel like Fallen is the way to go, and it's not. All right, let's see. Are we running into the same fucking people? I don't remember their names actually. I think so. I think some of those people are the same people, but you know what? We'll find out. All right. So let's try to have a slightly, I'm not even asking for like some crazy ass game where like I go fucking, I was about to say I go insane, but it's fucking Gambit, so you know what does that actually mean? Wait, no, I'm not asking for a crazy game like that. I'm asking for just like a, you know, moderately okay game where I can, you know, like yap for a little bit longer than 10 seconds, and with you know 3% of that yap being complaining about Gambit for the 19th time in a row. I probably should really just move this to like slops or pinnacle ops or something. Like, it's kind of funny. The whole point of random roulette being in Gambit was the fact that I could test the like PvP and PvE capabilities of a weapon in you know one game without having to like, you know, run a strike and then do a crucible match. Like, that was kind of the whole conceit of the series in my head when I thought of it. And now I fucking brag about getting a kill with the actual weapon that is part of the roulette, which is, you know, just funny to me. Also, speaking of the actual weapon that's part of the roulette, holy shit, actually use the fucking weapon, you big stupid. I'm gonna be honest, I wish I grinded this event more, or like I wish I grinded for more of these. Because the rolls I have, I'm not, well, actually, the roll I have for the rocket is pretty nice, But the one I have for this guy, I'm not crazy about. Not gonna lie, it might be a god roll, maybe. But it isn't for me. I'm not a fan, and I really do kind of like away from grenade launchers. Again, I don't use them that much because, like I said, I'm so set in my ways when it comes to my loadout for Destiny at this point that it's like, why change what isn't broken? But like still, oh, should have waited. I'm stupid. Oh, I know. Oh, I do actually take that. Okay. Shout out GPG. I switched to Golden Gun just for like some sort of, I guess, way to deal with invaders potentially, or I guess one invader with how long it takes to get supers nowadays. And I've been on strain so much for so long that it kind of feels like it's starting to grow in my body. So I'm a little worried. It seems we don't have an invade team on the other side, which makes Gambit somehow more palatable. Cough cough. Maybe that's the problem with Gambit. Cough cough. I really got to make that commentary. I don't think it's a controversial take to say that Gambit probably won't make it to 2027. I don't like the fact that that might be true. Oh, hey, speaking of debates. Oh, yeah, like I said, I don't like the fact that's true, but, oh, of course you're over here, too. Excuse me. Of course you have a sword. Wow, it could be worse, I guess. I got killed by a lament. I've never used a fucking waveframe against an actual person, and I don't intend to start today. Even though, again, that's the whole point of the goddamn thing, and all that jazz, whatever. But random roulette will only become a slop thing if say over there it is. Kobe. I hit him. Well, I can say last time. It's just so difficult to not have a goddamn guardian slaying weapon on hand for these random roulettes. And I mean, to be fair, I've complained about this for fucking years since starting random roulettes. So it's mostly my fault. But like I said, like I was talking about earlier before I sidetracked myself, I don't think Gambit's going to make it that much longer. Genuinely, I wouldn't be surprised if, 3 update or like 2 expansions from now, they just do like a sly little thing where it's like, oh, Gambit, we're taking away Gambit to work on it a little bit. And then it's all like, oh, all of a sudden, like, oh, Gambit never came back. Who'd have thought Kobe? That was a delayed Kobe, that's why it didn't work. Grab it, Jesus Christ, I'm dying to fucking... And look how much it filled up, man. I guess it was 3 kills, but still. Oh, that's so frustrating. I think that's honestly we're not gonna talk about it. I don't want to see Gambit go the fucking go to sleep forever. Like, not only selfishly for this series, but also just in general. Like, I mean, I mentioned this. I feel like in the last 3 fucking roulettes, but yeah, like, I don't think there's like, obviously I think there are problems with it, but like, I don't know. I just hope that if they are gonna get rid of it, they give it a fucking send off. Give us like a season and a half with some actual substantial changes to Gambit. And like not even like safe changes like, oh, we lowered the invasion time by 30 seconds, so we fucking gave them less ammo, blah blah blah. Like actual fucking crazy ass changes that maybe they've been thinking about doing for a while. Yeah, well, that was a waste of everything. Holy fuck, I'm actually so inaccurate with the golden gun. It's been a while. Give me a break. Just practicing for Renegades. I keep saying practicing for Renegades like we're gonna get fucking dredges and shit in Renegades, but I don't like. Now that they pretty much confirmed the whole fucking Star Wars thing, or not confirmed, you know what I mean. Like, it's definitely not as dredgedy as I thought it was going to be. Anyway, we somehow won that. And I missed my fucking Thundergun. Thundergun? What the fuck? No, Thunderlord. Looking at. Not bad. Second place, I guess. At least we didn't fucking get, like, DoorDashed out of that game. Who? I'm going to give it to... Never mind, I'm going to give it to fucking Traveler's Chosen. Get it? Because, I don't know. That's stupid. Alright, see you, Norway. I'm not kidding about that seriously, though. Like, fucking... If you're going to get rid of Gambit, give it like one 6-month span, one like episode, season, whatever long 6-month span, and just go get fucking freaky with it, get crazy with it. Invaders can spawn on a brick. I don't know, like something stupid, but like do like changes that you probably wouldn't expect to be doing if you're just trying to like slowly move Gambit over time to like what the perfect version of it would be. But in my opinion, just go crazy because if you're gonna get rid of it anyways, might as well just fucking put it out on a bang, or take it out on a bang, and hopefully they do that because, like I said, Gambit not bad. In the right circumstances. Either way, though, that's not the point of this video, surprisingly enough. We are looking at these guys. The middest of mids is my, current thought on them. And realistically, I probably shouldn't actually do a fucking thing for them since you can't get them anymore. Although at the same time, like, during Iron Banner last week, you could get the fucking shotgun hand cannon, so maybe it's worth it in the end. Either way, though, I don't think I have a lot to say about grenade launchers and rocket launchers, respectfully. I mean. But this thing doesn't have any sort of reload perks besides Feeding Frenzy, so that's obviously my number one go-to. I need grenade launchers to have a way to quickly reload themselves. Usually, like, you know, stowed situations or like Grenadier at max, where like reload the stuff whenever you use my grenade. But in this case, I'll go with Feeding Frenzy. And I think One for All would also be a pretty good combination of that, just being like a nice grenade launcher focused on, you know, ad clear, which is pretty much the whole point of wayframes, I feel like. Could be wrong about that. Obviously, this thing can also go with repulsor and destabilizing rounds, which is probably the go-to choice for people. Either way, onto the heavy. I honestly really like the roll I got on this thing. Ambitious bipod. Yeah, I think that's what I would go with, honestly. This thing actually has a lot of pretty crazy perks. Now looking at it through the through like GG, multi-kill clip for a rocket launcher would be kind of funny. Destab, I don't know how a rocket with destab would work, since you most likely would be killing the fucking thing anyways. Never mind, I'm stupid. I was thinking of repulsor brace, not destab. So you know what, that actually works out. This thing could also get cluster bombs, which is just, you know, the classics. So like ambitious cluster or like bipod cluster, I guess would probably work since it's in this row. I don't know. I never do rocket launchers, but I feel like I had to, since this was literally just these two weapons, and these are two weapons that I never like really do recommendations on, because I don't really understand them or care for them that much. Like I said, I'm just gonna go back to my Thunderlord. But like, fuck it, you know, like who cares? I gotta pad the video out somehow with the 30-second game that was the first game. But either way, that was a random roulette, and this is Mr. Punkquist from Heavy and Moonbound signing out. I will see you guys next time.